All right, so I am going to teach you absolute value. I'm going to teach, okay, so absolute value is a function that contains an algebraic expression with absolute value symbols. So f of x equals absolute value of x. And the general form of an absolute value equation is f of x equals a absolute value of x minus h plus k. The A tells how far the graph stretches vertically and whether the graph opens up or down. H tells how far the graph shifts horizontally, left and right. And K tells how far the graph shifts vertically up and down. So for the first example, we have the absolute value of 3x minus 9 equals 0. So you're going to take that and rewrite it as 3x minus 9 equals 0, but not in the absolute value symbols. And you'll add 9 to each side, which gets you 3x equals 9 and x equals 3. And then to check it, you'll have absolute value of x equals 0, and you want to plug the 3 in. So you have absolute value of 3 times 3 minus 9 equals 0, which gives us the absolute value of 9 minus 9 equals 0, and then absolute value of 0, 0 equals 0. So for the next example, we have the absolute value of negative 2x plus 7 equals 25. And you're going to want to set it equal to 25, and then also negative 2x plus 7 equals negative 25. So you're going to want to subtract 7 from both sides. So you have negative 2x equals 18, and then negative 2x equals negative 32. And we have x equals negative 9 and x equals 16. So now we have solving absolute value inequalities. So we have the absolute value of p minus 12 plus 4 is less than 14. You're going to want to subtract 4 from both sides, and then we're left with absolute value of p minus 12 is less than 10. So we're back to having a negative and a positive. So we'll have negative 10 is less than p minus 12, and then p minus 12 is less than 10. And we're going to add 12 to negative 10, the p minus 12, and the 10. And we get 2 is less than p, and p is less than 22. Graphing absolute value solutions on a number line. So the absolute value of h minus 19.5 is less than negative 12. So we're going to add 19.5 to each side, and we're left with absolute value of h is less than 7.5. The distance from h to 0 is less than 7.5. So we have negative 7.5 is less than h is less than 7.5, and on the number line, we do open circles because it's not equal to, it's just less than. And then you put it on both sides and fill it in. Thank you.
All right, cool. All right then, let's hear stuff.